Thank you.
What now?
Now, we go for the ride.
Please, don't say ride.
Hey guys, it's Cyclone here. Probably noticed that the noise difference in my microphone. Yeah, I just wanted to show you that this is my new microphone, and I've got it all sorted out now, so hopefully you can hear me properly without the dinosaurs kind of overpowering my voice. So let's get back into it. We finished up at the ride, so we're going to Sorkin's lab now, which is pretty much where I ended up a little bit ago. You can see these ones a lot. But yeah, we'll get to that later.
Dr. Harding. Oh, thank goodness you're safe. After we lost contact, I was worried something had happened to you.
We have had quite a day, Dr. Sorkin.
I'll bet. Systems are down all over the damn park. Dinosaurs are running free. Ugh, bring the kids, fun for all. Hey, don't worry, kid. We're fairly geographically cut off from the rest of the island out here. Nothing but herbivores around these parts. What's going on here?
There were some
Just
complications.
to let you guys know, she's a little bit of
Who
a
are you?
bitch.
Pleased to meet you, Dr. Sorkin. InGen hired us to get everyone off this island. I'm Billy Yoder, and this is...
Look, let's just get this out of the way. I'm not going anywhere. This part of the island is pretty remote and is a long way from the predators. I'm perfectly safe and I don't need saving.
That's not a good idea, man.
But, since you're here, what you can do is start loading the stacks of bureaucratic InGen paperwork that's taking up valuable space. They were supposed to have sent for that stuff months ago.
Listen, lady, we don't have time for this. You either get in the helicopter peacefully, or I will personally knock you out, put you in cuffs, and throw you in!
You lay one hand on me and I will have you so ass-deep in litigation that you'll be reading legal text for a decade.
Yeah, you know what? If it'll help us get off this island faster, we'll move your boxes. Where are they?
Over there, at the loading dock.
You heard the lady.
Hey, can I help?
Yeah, I'm not sure having you help is such a good idea.
She needs you to carry boxes and stuff, not bring fugitives to justice. Let me help.
All right. You always such a pain in the ass?
Not always. Sometimes I'm a total bitch.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh yeah. Watch what happens if we don't find any food soon.
I could probably get you some dino burgers.
Seriously, I'm so turning the tables on the next dinosaur that tries to eat me.
Are you serious?
What? I'm taking a break.
Good idea.
Just for
Don't
all
want you to
those
strain
kids out
yourself.
there.
So
Please
what's the
don't
deal?
smoke.
Why didn't you tell Dr. Sorkin why it's so important
Bad
to get
habit.
off this island?
Trust me, if we bully that one, she's gonna cause problems.
So what do we do?
Simple. Charm her. Look, all I need to do is get some information on this woman. Dig into her past. Find out what makes her tick. I'm sure if I say enough of the right things, she'll practically think getting off the island was her idea in the first place.
Hey, can I bum one of those? Okay.
Who says that
So,
anyway? Can I
who
bump one
feels
of
like
those?
carrying these boxes back to the helicopter? Me neither. Ugh, smells like a barrel of wet dog hair.
I know, right? I don't get why dinosaurs eat that stuff.
If you want to tag along with us, that's cool. Just give Oscar his space. Doesn't do very good with kids. Or adults, or animals. Come to think of it, doesn't do very good with anybody. Just stay out of his way. Hey, Oscar, was there any dirt on Dr. Sorkin in the mission briefing? If I'm gonna have to use the old Yoder charm, I'll need some intel.
Big-time protester in the 70s. Lots of animal rights crap. Handful of arrests for it. All of her InGen-related history is classified. Said to expect her to be a pain in the ass.
It said that?
Between the lines.
So, Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for animal rights.
How the hell does Dr. Sorkin think we're gonna load all this crap into the chopper?
Don't know, but you better do it if you want to get on a good side.
Okay. Well, thanks. You've been a great help. You gonna do any work around here? What, are we union now? I'm not moving these things. They look like they weigh a ton.
I think Dr. Sorkin said we're only supposed to move file boxes.
Oh, yeah. Well, good. Wait here. I'm gonna go talk to Sorkin.
What should I do?
You wanna help? See if you can dig up anything interesting on our friend Dr. Sorkin in those file boxes.
Cool.
I mean, I knew Hammond was no real scientist, but someone should have seen this coming. Do you mind if I took a look at your wound?
Yeah, why not?
I've tried talking to her, Dr. Sorkin. It's no use.
I hate to interrupt, man, but I really think we need to be going.
I'm afraid I can't, Mr. Yoder. Someone needs to tend to the dinosaurs during this disaster.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sorkin, but InGen wants all survivors back on the mainland as soon as possible. No exceptions.
Why can't it wait?
Please, ma'am, if we don't get you back, I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble. I'll probably lose my job.
Well, I don't wish that on anyone, Mr. Yoder, but I'm afraid it can't be helped. I can't abandon these dinosaurs just so you have a job.
Gotta get back because, you never know, the prisoner could have a relapse or something.
Highly unlikely.
Look, Dr. Sorkin, we already caught one unauthorized trespasser. Who knows who else is on the island? Your life may be in danger.
I'll take my chances, thank you.
Listen, Hammond really made a mess of this place. You have no idea. There's no hiding his incompetence after this disaster.
Huh. You have a point. If you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a place like this.
Is there anything I can say to convince you to come with us?
If there is, you haven't said it yet.
Right.
I know that you're angry and scared, and you've got to be exhausted.
So, what'd you find out?
Looks like Dr. Sorkin wanted to turn this place into a dinosaur preserve instead of an amusement park.
And InGen didn't go for it, huh?
Why would they? There's no money in that.
So Dr. Sorkin has a weakness for preserving wildlife. Good to know. Oh, that's a lot of rejected dino preserve proposals.
Yep.
I gotta hand it to the lady. She don't give up easy.
What's the point of rebuilding? Hammond will kowtow to the major shareholders and cut every corner to recoup their investment as fast as possible, with no regard to the animals' welfare. So that girl is your daughter?
Yeah, my youngest, Jess.
Dr. Sorkin,
As I told you, I'm staying behind to watch after the animals.
I'm sorry, but we really need to get you out of here.
Why?
Someone needs to speak to the board about protecting these dinosaurs. You believe in animal rights, don't you? Wouldn't you put your neck on the line for them?
Well, obviously that's true. If only the board had listened to my proposals. Instead, they just contribute to the paperwork in the file boxes you guys are loading.
Wouldn't this place be better off as some kind of dinosaur preserve? I mean, it's kind of stupid to treat these creatures like they're in some kind of circus, right?
You're absolutely right, Mr. Yoder. But none of this matters if the board of directors...
I'm not supposed to say this, but I heard the board is going to hold an emergency meeting about, new leadership. If you were there, you could act as a witness to the events that took place here. They'd have to listen to you.
That's true. I hate to admit it, Mr. Yoder, but perhaps you're right.
And our orders also mention an assistant?
David. Yes. I'm afraid David won't be coming back with us. He told him to stay away from the
Oh,
quarantine.
Dr. Sorkin, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Now, before we go, I have some work in the lab that must be completed first. Dr. Harding, perhaps you and your daughter would like to assist me. I've been working on a cure for one of our dinosaurs' nastier genetic disorders.
Oh? Which one?
It's dietary. Right up your alley. Dr. Harding, we've done it.
And what exactly have we
That
done?
was quick.
Reverse the lysine contingency, of course.
Wait, what?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
You cannot give that to the dinosaurs. They need to be contained. If any of them get off the island...
Okay, listen. I've been working with the Parasaur's behavioral program for months now. If I go back to the mainland to fight for this place, they'll all be dead before I can get back, along with all of my research.
Parasaurs?
Parasaurolophus. They're herbivores, generally safe.
Let me give the solution to them to see if it even works.
How many are we talking about?
Why don't you come out with me? See how much progress we've made with them.
Can we, Dad?
Fine. We'll go.
Cool.
I'm glad to finally have you out here, Dr. Harding, despite the circumstances. We've been doing some very interesting work with our parasaurs, behavioral communication experiments.
You've interpreted their calls.
Some of them, and I plan to use that to get them out of the pen.
Out?
Well, I'm not going to treat their water with them still in there.
How do we know there aren't any bad dinosaurs around?
Well, believe it or not, the dinosaurs told me. See that one? She's the lookout. She'll stand guard while the others graze. If there were any predators in the vicinity, she'd be nervous and emitting a danger call. But she's not. She's calm. Jerry, you can activate the speakers from there. Jess and I will set the various parasaur sounds that play through them.
Dad, it's okay. I mean, it's safe, right?
The parasaurs will warn us of trouble before it gets close.
Stay with Dr. Sorkin.
Trouble's always around the corner.
Okay, let's move some dinos.
We can't just shoo the animals out, but we should be able to manipulate them into moving using their own sounds.
Cool.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more amorous dinosaur.
What about the big set of speakers in the middle of the pen?
Ah, those emit the danger call. The parasaurs will instinctively move away from it.
So basically, we can herd the dinosaurs out of this pen using the speakers and their sounds. How do I turn on the speakers?
I'll have to tell your dad to do it when we're ready. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West side speakers, please.
So I heard you were like a hippie protester or something in the 70s.
Where'd you hear that?
From Yoder.
The 70s were a tumultuous time. I fought for what I believed in, and sometimes it gets you arrested.
You were arrested? And you still got a job as a, scientist?
Paleogeneticist. And yes, youth is the time to be reckless and test your boundaries. It's how you learn what's important to you. Dr. Harding,
Yeah?
I need you to activate the east side speakers, please.
East side. Okay.
Do you think they'll really turn this place into a nature preserve after this?
Like Mr. Yoder said, that guy was lying through his teeth regarding the board. But it did give me a thought. This is a huge setback for InGen. Maybe Hammond's role as CEO isn't as safe as he thinks. If we want to move the dinosaurs forward, we might need to give them a good scare from behind.
Oh, we can use the danger call.
Good thinking. Dr. Harding,
Yeah?
activate the danger speakers.
That's it. They're out.
Good job, Jess. Dr. Harding,
Yeah?
east side speakers again.
So, what happened to your assistant?
Let's not talk about that right now.
Did you work with him long?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Listen, he was a wonderful young man. And I am sad. I really am. But if I let that stop my work, then all these animals will die too, trapped behind the walls that we built. You understand? Dr. Harding,
Yeah?
activate the danger speakers.
And now something bad's gonna happen. I bet.
finally! Go forth and multiply.
You're pretty good at this. Maybe you'll be a behavioral scientist someday.
Maybe I will. Oh,
Ah, this is why she was elected to be the lookout. What's wrong with her foot?
It's a broken toe. Feel free to have a look. I just have to do one more thing and then we can leave.
Lysine.
If the dinosaurs are to have a fighting chance, they'll need the solution to survive.
I'm still not sure.
Jerry, this is my life's work. These are basically my children. I'm not going to let these creatures die because some bureaucrat can't stand losing control. They deserve their own lives.
Jess,